This story is about a boy who falls in love with his school teacher and goes to great lengths to win her over. In today's video, we will see how far he is willing to go for her. The story begins with Lana, a school teacher balancing her professional life and her responsibilities as a wife and mother. Her daughter, Rasha, attends the same school where Lana works. Among her students is Bonnie, a charming yet troubled boy who seems captivated by Lana. It quickly becomes evident that Bonnie's interest is more than just admiration. His gaze lingers on her in a way that feels unsettling. Lana, despite being aware of the moral boundaries, finds herself affected by the attention. She knows it's wrong, but the allure of being desired makes it difficult to maintain a clear line between teacher and student. The sense of unease grows as Lana struggles to suppress these feelings. Trying to keep her interactions with Bonnie strictly professional. Yet, the unspoken tension between them hangs in the air, becoming an ever-present part of her daily life. One morning, while handing out test papers in class, Lana notices Bonnie staring at her instead of focusing on his exam. She tries to brush off the discomfort and turns her attention elsewhere. That same day, as she picks up Rasha from school, she spots Bonnie walking his dog nearby. A wave of anxiety washes over her. She hurriedly drives away, troubled by his presence. The following day, a student named Jenny gives a presentation in class, and Lana catches two girls watching a movie on their phones. When she confiscates the device, one of the girls lashes out, calling her an ugly witch, prompting laughter from the rest of the class. For Lana, this encounter is a stark reminder of her tenuous grip on authority, and it leaves her shaken. Bonnie's boldness grows. During break time, Lana notices Bonnie harassing the same student who taunts Lana in class, throwing her belongings across the hallway and even damaging his bicycle. Feeling a mixture of frustration and concern, she discusses Bonnie's behavior with another teacher, hoping for advice. However, the other teacher seems unsure of how to handle the situation, leaving Lana to navigate the complexities on her own. It's becoming increasingly clear that Bonnie isn't just acting out. His behavior seems to be a cry for attention, a message meant specifically for her. This realization unsettles Lana, deepening the internal conflict between her professional duty and her increasingly complicated emotions. Determined to address the situation directly, Lana asks Bonnie to stay after class. She leads him into an empty classroom and begins with a simple question, asking if he is enjoying school. Bonnie's response is curt. He asks what she truly wants from him. Lana tries to keep her composure, expressing concern for his well-being, especially given his recent failing grades. In an impulsive gesture, she places a hand on his knee, hoping to convey sincerity. But when Bonnie smirks at her touch, she quickly pulls her hand away, realizing the implications. He accuses her of pretending to care, suggesting that she has ulterior motives. Lana denies it, insisting that she genuinely worries about him. As Bonnie's laughter echoes through the empty classroom, she leaves, but not without a lingering feeling of doubt about her own intentions. The next day, after finishing her morning jog, Lana notices Bonnie's bag lying on the ground. She curiously approaches, glancing around to ensure no one is watching, and pulls out a sweater from the bag. Without thinking, she brings it close and sniffs the fabric, as though seeking a deeper connection to him. The sound of a door opening snaps her out of it, and she rushes to the washroom to calm her nerves. She splashes water on her face, but when she looks up, Bonnie is standing right in front of her. His presence feels like a trap closing in around her. Bonnie reaches out and grabs her hand. Though Lana instinctively pulls away, he places his hand back on her knee and leans in to kiss her neck. For a fleeting moment, she feels herself losing control, but she quickly shoves him away, warning that this kind of behavior must never happen again. Despite Lana's warnings, Bonnie remains persistent, and his audacity grows with each passing day. He makes bold comments in class, even suggesting that Lana might be planning to leave the school, which elicits laughter from his peers. The suggestion rattles Lana, who snaps and throws his bag out of the classroom, her patience wearing thin. At home, She begins receiving silent phone calls that only add to her mounting anxiety. One morning, she finds Bonnie sitting alone in the classroom before anyone else arrives, which unsettles her enough to leave work early, claiming that she isn't feeling well. Lana decides to skip work the next day. She spends the morning by a river, hoping the peaceful surroundings will help clear her mind. Later, she visits a museum, losing herself in the art for a while. But even there, Bonnie appears, catching her off guard. He approaches her, saying that he missed her. Although Lana tries to resist, she finds herself leaning in as though to kiss him. Bonnie pulls away at the last moment, running his fingers along her arm teasingly.
Niet doen. Nee.
That night, as she tries to sleep, vivid nightmares of losing her family disrupt her rest. She wakes up in a panic, struggling to regain control over her life. Desperate to end the chaotic spiral she finds herself in, Lana formulates a plan to sever the connection with Bonnie once and for all. She sneaks into the school administrator's office, stealing the exam papers, and discreetly plants them in Bonnie's coat during lunch. Her plan works, and the next day, security officers escort Bonnie out of the school after the papers are found in his possession, resulting in his expulsion. For a moment, it feels like the problem is solved. Yet, a part of her can't let go of the twisted sense of longing. With Bonnie gone, Lana experiences a strange mix of relief and emptiness. One day, while shopping with Rasha, she momentarily loses sight of her daughter. Panic grips her as she frantically searches, and when she views the CCTV footage, she sees Bonnie following them. Just then, her husband, Ward, calls to inform her that Rasha is safe at home. Lana feels a wave of relief wash over her, but the feeling is short-lived. That night, she imagines hearing knocks at the door and steps outside to confront the imaginary noise. Unable to shake the lingering obsession, she tracks Bonnie down, following him to a deserted area. Without hesitation, she accelerates her car and knocks him off his scooter. As she steps out, it becomes clear that she is willing to go to any length to end this fixation. This gripping tale serves as a reminder of how unchecked emotions can push someone beyond the brink, blurring the lines between right and wrong. When obsession takes root, even the most rational minds can be driven to desperate measures.